Hello there guys, this is ProudPidgezard and welcome to our 6th episode of our Empires of the Undergrowth. In the last one we did the Formicarium challenge and we pretty much stomped it. I think we lost a couple of soldiers and a couple of workers overall, but nothing amazingly crazy. And we got the new spitters, or the Formica Roofer. I went for the mortar ones because I know that, well, I prefer them. But we're going to do Rising Tide. So technically you're supposed to do this before you choose whether you want the mortar or the rapid fire, but it's fast firing and they slow the enemies it hits, but this one does splash damage, and to me splash damage wins every time. So we'll get 20 territory, 2000 food and 71 jelly. Ooh, there's a fish. There's a Formica Roofer there. Looks like that's the way they kind of technically they shoot acid out their bahookie. Make whatever you want of that one, but that is technically what they do. Your boy David Attenborough told me that a couple weeks ago.
This Formica Roofer wood ant queen has laid her first brood in a burrow near the sea. Her nest is just on the outskirts of the beach, the perfect vantage point for scavenging hapless morsels washed in by the tide. At the moment, the tide is out, but it won't stay that way. The ants must make haste and stockpile what they can, while they can.
So the tide is out, and if you look there, you can make the surface. So first of all, get something sorted down here. And get some workers here to collect this food. Do that area, build some food tiles. There we are, that's a lot of food tiles. Now everything seems to have big guys near it. So let's build a soldier. 2. Let's dig that out. You need to click on it because you can see the kind of, it looks like big seeds, a big poop, I would call it. So soldiers are here.
There is food to be found all over the beach, but the wood ants must be cautious and choose their trails carefully. Tiger beetles frequent the higher ground, and they will make quick work of any wood ant that strays too close.
So if you notice, there's a lot of big squares, which is these tiger beetles, and there is some smaller squares. What are these? Other ants. Right, so it does bring a lot of stuff, and yeah. So there's lots of food down the bottom, but I'm presuming after time the tide will come up. So we're collecting the food from here, and then we'll see where's the next best bet to go. Here looks a good place. So maybe dig that out slowly. Right, tiger beetles are right near there. I could maybe come here. If I get the workers off of attack, then hopefully you don't fight them. In fact, if I get the soldiers,
there are intruders in the nest.
To come down here, and the workers, I never realised that would have opened that out.
The ants must protect the queen.
Oh, who are these guys? Right, I've built the shooters, haven't I? Yep. Right, okay, I've built the shooters. I didn't mean to, I meant to build actual soldiers. That's what that sword is, that's the kind of melee ones. So that food's there, but I'm going to keep it there. And I'm going to get the workers to come here and collect this food as well. It's a bad ant, which I thought it might have ate them, but no. So there's a lot of bad ants over here. A stray wood ant will often gather
There are
food
other
if you
wood
see
ants
it.
out here. They have also come to take advantage of the buffet provided by the sea. Territorial disputes will invariably favor the colony with the greater numbers.
That could be my soldier ant bit.
The battle has begun.
Lovely.
The ants have been spotted by Cicindela dorsalis, the beach tiger beetle.
Right,
With its
okay.
long, slender legs, it's the king of speed on these intertidal flats. Its wide, carving jaws will slice effortlessly through squads of wood ants. It's going to take a monumental unified effort to bring this beast down.
So let's get some soldiers in there and make our way here, I'm presuming. Soldiers to the front to protect it and these guys to the back. I think there's no much point in staying above ground just now because we don't have the numbers. As much as there's lots of food on above ground, once I get some more soldiers it would be more beneficial.
There are intruders in the nest.
Right, so while these guys are keeping them busy, they're at least doing quite a bit of damage. Good, I've got a couple of soldiers there who are fighting. Right, send the workers in as well. Ah,
The tide is coming
rises.
in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
Right, so that'll be a tide rising up, I'm presuming. That'll stop us. Ah, wait, it only raised up one area, so then there's 1, 2, 3. Then I'm presuming it won't come up any further, we drown. Or at least that's my kind of guess. So just upgrade some of the food storages here. So that I can just have a big amount of food stored. You get plus 30 at the end. Is it 60? Yep, 60 per upgrades with these last ones. Right, I'll do that. Let's get some more melee soldiers. Another handful of workers. Right.
The water is rising quickly. The ants must head for higher ground.
So tide rises quite quickly after the initial first time. There's only one thing there, so I've got a feeling it's going to be something bigger. So if I put yours like that, yep, that's fine. Workers get that food. There's 2 big things here. Not gathering any food, so there's no point going for it.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
We've got enough food, don't you stress. Set the workers at the front there as well. is a big drama.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Which is fine, let's just set everyone on in there. Once I start shooting her, which is one there.
The tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
All these ants are like, no! Still taking a lot to kill it. There we go. So the tide's up here, then it will. Oh, wait, survive nights. Is that it getting dark now with the shadows? More hostile.
The tide is in, and soon night will fall. As the temperature drops outside, nocturnal creatures begin to awaken. It would be wise for the roofer colony to stay underground, and hope that their nest remains hidden until the morning.
Omanites, if any like Pokemon, Omanites, that's what they look like. Don't know what their official name is, but I'm calling them Omanites. Now it says some things will find my nest anyway.
Overground, nocturnal hermit crabs rule over the sands at night. These creatures are typically scavengers, searching for algae and dead creatures on the beach. But due to the unusual incursion of Formica rufa colonies into this area, this particular community of crabs has developed a taste for ant flesh.
There's one coming in. Is it? Yep, it is. Right, so we're setting about there, so we'll be fine.
A hermit crab has found its way into the nest. The ants must mount a swift and decisive defense.
It's got a lot of health, it said, but it doesn't do that much damage. So yeah, you can see its health, but it doesn't do much damage. And oh my god, reminds you of a lot of food, maybe. Does it say how much food? No, it doesn't. Right, let's see. I know it's taking a bit of time, but I dealt with that. 110 food. Now. Why don't we maybe set out and provoke them? Provoke this one. Right, run back. Right, and that will come inside. We'll be able to deal with it, and we'll get 110 food. It's a kind of a win-win situation there. Yep, there it is. And we have more from Yucca or shooters, as I'm going to call them. Look at that, yep. We are annihilating them. Let's see, that's him dead. Oh, is this two coming in? Looks like they are, yep, heading straight to it. Right, soldiers get used off guard just now, soldiers will just
A group
fight.
of hermit crabs have stormed the nest. The larvae must be protected.
These hermit crabs aren't that bad. Plus you got a lot of food. And he's rehealing because he went in his shell. I think I could deal with more than two. Let's go and get a couple of them to come in. Right. and stay there. And there's two fightings, they'll pop in. Oh, why did you not pop in? What would have made it better is if there was a timer, so if you knew like, there was only 2 minutes left of night time, or whatever. So there we go, mount a defence. You'll go down pretty quickly, and we're gaining lots of food here. So I'm actually going to build more melee soldiers to hold back. I'm thinking the opposition ants to let me go down the beach here to get food whenever that may be. Maybe this one looks a bigger one. We might get more food. Right back there, because there's a couple coming now. Perfect.
More hermit crabs have found the nest.
Oh no, there's 4 of them. Maybe bit off a wee bit more than I can chew. But a good thing is they don't do that much damage. See, once I get splash, then I'll be sorted. There's one gone. At least with 4 of them coming in, that's 440 food. Yep, they're all pretty weak. Let's zoom in. They've all, is that them hidden their shells maybe? Yep, he is. Oh, look at all these guys shooting at him. There's not as many out here as what it was. Wait, is the tiger beetles actually gone as well? Yep, they have. Right, we'll just let everyone gather. That's quite a chunk of food we just got there. In fact, let's go and get more. I mean, I'd rather deal with these hermit crabs than they big tiger beetles. They look like they could just literally eat me up whenever they choose. Oh, they're back. So does that mean it's daytime soon? So maybe get under there and get this sorted. They seem to be running away. And the tiger beetles are back, so what does that mean? The water still looks the same. Does it go down gradually? Did it just disappear? Oh, it survived nights too. So technically we have survived the night.
The tide is receding and a new day dawns. The hunters of the night return to the safety of the shadows, and the ants can begin to lay down new trails. The harvest must go on.
So why don't we go for this patch? Use off gathering, as can use, and use off fighting. There. That night time actually helped us massively. Maybe we should take this food away for the ants first.
The ants must defend themselves.
I'll stay here till this food's collected. My workers are collecting it. Let's get a big massive group of workers. Yep, this will put it up to what? 1, 2, I'll count it up when it's done. Yep, we've got a lot of ants, so but they've got a few running about now. What I really should probably be doing is getting the one closest to the ground here first, but I've don't have that many guys, so I'm just thinking if I focus in one area, I'll be able to fight off their ants pretty decent. Right, do that. Maybe increase some food stores. Do a big circle there. Then I can also do that at the beginning of the night until all the guys come out. And down here. Yep, good. We've taken out a lot of ants there. It's a shame that we don't get to like bring the ants up. Right, I've got 28 workers in this pile. Right, that food's basically gone. So this is where we focus on this food then, I'm presuming. In fact, no, focus on this food. That's a lot of food. I can do, in fact, let's just order the upgrades. That'll increase it up to over 1,000, I think. But perfect if my ants stay there. Because that's where they seem to keep popping out of. And then let my workers just gather all the food. I think I could be doing with some more workers as well. Just to get that food in as quick as possible. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 possibly. So it might put me up to 40 ants there. $36 and $4.40, yep. Right, do number 3 use come over here to kill these guys. My workers will get them eventually, but there. Perfect. Then go and stand here and let my 40 workers just grab all this food. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get all the food down here because I think the tide will be coming in soon. And once the first tide comes in, if I remember correctly, it wasn't that long before the next tide. Don't ask me for an exact time, but it wasn't that long. So my food's at 300. give or take there. Right, tide rises.
The tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
Right, if you just come and collect 2, and I'm going to count it about 30 seconds after the tide rises. I'll maybe get up to the next level. Mind you, what is there at the next level? Food there, but there's guarded by them, as are they. Anything back here? No. So basically, if you go up to the top half, down here you're met by ants, and at the other bit you're met by beetles 55 times the size of you. So wait, that's all this food collected. Let's just go for it. We've got lots of food. Let's upgrade some of these guys. Look at that food just firing up. I'm thinking if I upgrade these guys for the splash damage.
The water is rising quickly. The ants must head for higher ground.
I've got no one in there, perfect. And I'm fighting down here, I'm fighting a big beetle. And another one. Right, and a third. Right. Everyone just get out of there. In fact... Right, we're taking a few casualties, but we did take a lot of damage as well. So why don't we go here? In fact, no, that's stupid. Spend these last few seconds, a few minutes in here. We've got a lot of food. This will upgrade 2 into mortar. Get the workers up here as well to help.
The tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands
down.
East of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
Here. Oh, that's cheating. No, you don't. You're gonna die. But we did actually quite a bit of damage to the tiger beetles.
There are intruders in the nest.
Let's just send the soldiers there, they'll be fine.
The ants will fight to the death.
You're right, we will. And then it'll be night time soon.
There is another creature roaming the sands tonight. Arctosa littoralis, the beach wolf spider.
Ooh, a spider.
In the day, these spiders retreat to the shade provided by larger plants on the edge of the beach. But once the sun is gone, they are far more active and on the hunt for a midnight feast.
Just to let you know, that spider does have a hat on, and that is because I was playing myself and I wondered what the arachnophobe mode would do because you've got that level. Ooh, that looks like an old ant queen. Because you've got that old
level. A wolf spider
level.
has found the nest entrance. She is only small, but her venom will quickly incapacitate any ant that tries to fight alone.
You sort that out. Perfect. In fact, you just got off gathering. Come here. And if I do one in there and do some in here, this will be my wood ants, my second lot of workers. And the reason these workers are going to be my suicide workers. And these workers are going to go out and just harass anyone. See, that's what arachnophobe mode does, it puts a hat on the spider. I don't really know if that does overly much. Right, go and get this big bad boy. Where my worker ants, they'll just gather up lots of food. There we go. In fact, if I go down here, is there more? Well, there's food here. Let's just gather food, and if they get a fight in the way, then they get a fight, I suppose. Yeah, so my food's gone up because I'm eating down this. I would say
Another wolf spider has entered the
queen.
nest. This one is large, fast, and voracious.
Let's get it's fighting. And yep, that's collected. Says me collected all the food underneath. I wonder, see if he didn't like open up the portal or whatever you would call it, the entrance. That's it. Oh, it is fight. Would you actually be able to just survive the night under here, or would they burrow their way in? I think we have collected quite a bit of food there. And you got quite a bit of food for the spiders as well, which is perfect. These guys are just collecting food, no bother. Perfect. But I suppose you made it in this level that it wasn't that much food to get, so you would have to kind of go above the ground. Yep. Excuse me. The spider's still got food. Oh, here's another spider.
More wolf spiders have found the nest.
I don't like how he said wolf spiders. Ah, there's a big one there. Oh, there's two there, maybe that's what he's talking about. There we go, my workers, even though I'm losing quite a few, they are getting them, and it'll be worth it at the end up. Then there's going to be a big omanite coming in. And yep, he's dealt with. I'll just come here and collect some food. How are you done on the food front? Pretty much got it all. Perfect. These 7 workers have been the best workers I've had. So my food's building up there, as you can see it. Stocks are about half full.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Yep, there. I'm upgrading 90% of my workers there. Makes them that bit faster. And they're able to do jobs quicker. There we are. Alright, the tiger beetles are back. You just go there and annoy these spiders. I want to fight some spiders. No, well, I would do it out.
As the sun rises over a new day, the tide recedes. The nocturnal creatures return to the shadows, and once again, the harvest must continue.
I think I kind of glitched there. Right, so wait, I told you to go there. Right, go get the food there. And you 5 come, 7, whatever these are, you just come and get food here.
The battle has begun.
Let's get some speed bits in there to speed them up. Now, the battle has begun here. And what I'm slowly just basically going to do is put my ants there. Then that'll stop them all congressing where they were again. Because if you stop their ants coming out, then obviously it means that your ants are free to do whatever. So that's that food collected. Let's come and help this. Collect it for the bottom up. Makes sense to me every time. And my guys are constantly fighting here. Which is fine by me. Overall, I could be doing with some more soldiers though. I don't need any more workers, and if I do, I'll upgrade this little lot. Let's get speed tiles here. Just makes it a wee bit faster. And then we want to get some more mortars. Yep, my workers are perfect. Technically the guy what's in the way, so if they're going the wide route, but if when they go past them here they will pick them up if they walk that way. So you don't need to worry about that. Let's see. Yeah, these guys. That should be enough. 1, 2, 3, perfect. And I'll just use 5 to start collecting here. One ant get through there, terrible. Yeah, so now that 90% of the ants are killed, except for that one I think, I'll just stick my soldiers in that there. And then once I've collected food at this side, I will fight the tiger beetles because I was doing not bad, to be honest. Excuse me guys, I do have a kind of a cold. Yep, just collect whatever food you see. There's another 2 bits here. I just want to stockpile up my food so I could just build soldiers. Let's just keep building soldiers. I'll just wait here to get 100. 50, sorry. And then put the wall here. They'll pick up a lot of food there now. They picked up it all. Let them pick this bit up. Just pick that up. These are doing great holding off there. Upgrade, we want as many mortars as possible. Let's see, that food's done. So a couple of minutes and this food will be done, then we can just leave the ants alone. Getting to gather food on our way back. Yep, just hoping somebody pick up a big guy. So we've only to survive one more night, but this night will be the hardest. I'm expecting a few spiders and things to just randomly pop in the nest. So that's why I'm thinking about stockpiling up quite a bit of food. Let's get everyone here. I'm not going to bother fighting down here. Soldiers. And you guys there. And you guys here. Oh, the tide's rising anyway.
The tide is coming in. Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
A couple ants will unfortunately die, just the way it goes. Oh, look at this. Complete annihilation. 200 food, nice. Let's collect. In fact, you stop collecting, come over here. Right, oh, my food's over 1,000 now. Let's get these food patches. Then I can upgrade them all. So perfect, once you get a decent amount of guys, the tiger beetles overall are nothing.
The water is rising quickly. There. The ants must head for higher ground.
Alright, so everyone, soldiers and workers. If a beetle comes, a beetle comes.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Now that'll upgrade a lot. About 1,500 food. Let's get some more shooters. Now upgrade these food tiles. And once that gets done, I can upgrade. Go around the upgrades. Come on, upgrade.
The tide has almost reached its highest point. The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
Right, let's collect this and then we'll be heading in. I've got over 1,000 food. And a lot of these guys upgraded. Oh, not 1,000 food now. Just spent a good 200 there upgrading. And nightfall's coming in, yep. Look at this flood of lights just coming in.
The tide is in, and soon night will fall. As the temperature drops outside, nocturnal creatures begin to awaken. It would be wise for the roofer colony to stay underground, and hope that their nest remains hidden until the morning.
Ooh, sugar. Yeah, I'll do that. So all I really need to do is just wait. That the target beetles will just wait. What I'm actually going to do is the 40 workers.
A wolf spider has found a nest.
Put them there, but look how quick this wolf spider's going down. There's 110 food just like that, but look at all these guys. How many's going to come in this nest today? And well, that's been what, about 50 minutes this episode. Wow, probably about 20 minutes for a day and a night, maybe 10 day, 10 night. Maybe it'll work out then, maybe. I'm curious to dig out all the wee collars, see what they hold. Just in case there's anything important that you could use for use, like maybe food. Perfect, we'll find out if there's any food or anything worthwhile. And the last day there's no point in getting out looking for boil up what we have done, really for food. If you just go on that'll maybe make you do all these jobs quicker. I want to find out if there's any food or anything at all, anywhere. Nope. Just I wonder why all these random corners are here. If I'm getting nothing from them. Nope. Nothing. These two left. Nope, nothing at all. And nothing wants to come and pay me a visit. It's a shame. no food at all. Aww. Where do I get the seeds from? Are these seeds that have been there for ages just because my food's been that high? Probably. Oh, look, 54 and 54, never even noticed that. And no food or nothing, that's pretty disappointing. So let's just wait, nothing seems to be wanting to come in and bother us. It's our last night, so there's no point in getting out looking for bother. Oh, he's just hid for some reason. You would think the spiders would steal the wee grubs to eat, and they too would fight against each other. That's what normally would happen. I know this isn't just a normal game, but that's what normally would happen, I think. It's been quite laggy. Maybe I've got too many ants in one place. I mean, there is ants going nuts here. Let's upgrade these speed tiles. We've got enough food. Let's go out and fight. I can't be bothered with all that lag. So let's just kill this guy and then just move south. And then if I need to come back, I need to come back. I wonder if he'll just run straight for my nest. Nope, he's fighting. And here's the tiger beetles back. Let's kill these tiger beetles. Look at the cavalries are appearing away for this spider. Yep.
As the ants grow in number, the local predators pose less and less of a danger. Eventually they will be displaced from this area entirely. Despite the dangers of the beach, it seems this intrepid queen's gamble to establish her colony here has ultimately secured her success.
Perfect. Now I'm going to take some extra royal jelly. No point in playing more. So yeah, so we've got about just under an hour, so we'll make it an hour once we sort out our formicarium. With some more territory, some more jelly and things.
How is the colony progressing?
The Queen is exhibiting interesting new behaviors. I believe the colony is beginning to adapt.
So you'll go and kill them. Nice and quickly. Oh, they're really easy to noticeable with just the blue bombs. I don't need to use the territory because I can't get any more ants. But, oh, wrong button. But I'll use the jelly. I could upgrade them to level 3. In fact, I should upgrade my workers to level 3. And upgrade yous actually. There we are. Yep, so let's just spend all the food upgrading you guys here. And upgrading yous. Here we go. Then I'll upgrade these soldiers last. I'll just focus on the workers and my mortars just now. Wow, it just shows how quickly you get through the food when you're doing upgrades. Because that's me pretty much used all the food. Don't get me wrong though, I have really increased my workers and the workers' capability and that of the wood ants. Let's upgrade them as well. Let's get some more speed tiles there. So there's all that food gone. Gone in 60 seconds pretty much. But yeah, there's no point in using the territories because I want to expand in them probably. I don't think I want to make more. Unless what I will do is whenever I can get more ants, I will make some wood ants to go with them and some soldier ants to go with them, so it'll make 2 smaller piles. But that's all for now guys, and next time we will do Queen of the Hill, or oh wait, there's no charms mode. But you can still do them in challenge mode. You still get quite a lot of food and jelly, so if you need a wee bit more food, sometimes it can be good just to replay a level. If I do ever need to do that, I won't do that on screen, but I don't think I will. I mean, my ants are pretty much top notch. I mean, I've got as many as I can get. What I might even end up doing is a 16 workers, delete them for soldiers, maybe for the next 4 Macarium. But thank you very much for watching guys, Poopy out, toodaloo now.